Have you ever seen a watch so expensive it could buy a $5 million mansion? Or even a $10 million private jet? Well, the man wearing them is Anant Ambani, the billionaire heir whose wedding already shocked the world with unimaginable luxury. But what he wears on his wrist might be even crazier. We are talking about watches covered in diamonds and emeralds, ultra-rare masterpieces worth $2 million, $5 million, even over $8,000. Zero, zero, zero. Some of these watches are so exclusive that only one or two pieces exist on Earth. Today we are counting down the most ridiculous watches Anant Ambani has ever worn, and trust me, the number one watch might be the most insane thing you will ever see on someone's wrist. 1. Richard Mille RM52-05 Farel Williams Torbjon. One of the most futuristic watches ever seen on the wrist of Anant Ambani is the Richard Mille RM52-05 Farel Williams Torbjon. At first glance, it looks less like a watch and more like a miniature scene from outer space. The dial features a detailed astronaut helmet with Earth reflected in the visor, floating against a deep star-filled background. The design immediately makes the watch feel like a tiny space mission happening right on the wrist. This extraordinary piece was created in collaboration with music icon Farel Williams, blending high-level watchmaking with bold artistic storytelling. It is not just about telling time, it is about turning a watch into a piece of art. The version associated with Ambani features a sapphire crystal case, meaning the entire watch is almost completely transparent, revealing the complex movement inside. At its heart sits a tourbillon, one of the most prestigious complications in luxury watchmaking. Only 8 pieces of this model were ever produced, and its value is estimated between $2 million and $2,500,000, making it one of the rarest and most extraordinary watches in his collection. 2. Richard Mille RM52-04 Skull Sapphire. When Anant Ambani steps out wearing the Richard Mille RM52-04 Skull Sapphire, it is almost impossible not to notice. This watch doesn't try to be subtle. The entire design is built around a bold skull structure that dominates the dial, turning the movement itself into a dramatic mechanical sculpture. Instead of traditional bridges, the mechanism is engineered around the skull, making it feel less like a conventional watch and more like a futuristic piece of wearable art. Every detail is designed to stand out the moment it appears on the wrist. The case is crafted from striking blue sapphire crystal, a material so difficult to shape that only a handful of watchmakers in the world can work with it. The transparency allows the complex mechanics to be visible from almost every angle. Only 3 pieces of this model are believed to exist, and with an estimated value of around $2,600,000, it perfectly reflects the kind of outrageous luxury that defines Anant Ambani's watch collection. 3. Richard Mille RM56-02 Sapphire Torbjon. Among the many outrageous watches owned by Anant Ambani, few look as unreal as the Richard Mille RM56-02 Sapphire Torbjon. At first glance, it almost seems like there is nothing there. The case is made entirely from transparent sapphire crystal, making the watch appear like a floating mechanical structure on the wrist. Instead of using a traditional base plate, the movement inside is suspended using a system of ultra-thin cables. Inspired by bridge engineering, this design allows the gears, springs, and tourbillon to appear as if they are hanging in midair. The result is a watch that feels more like a piece of modern engineering than a typical luxury timepiece. Only 10 pieces of this extraordinary model were ever produced. With an estimated value between $4,500,000 and $5 million, it perfectly captures the kind of bold, boundary-pushing watchmaking that makes Anant Ambani's collection so unbelievable. 4. Patek Philippe Skyoon Torbjon 6002R. Not every watch in Anant Ambani's collection is about diamonds or bold designs. Yeah, some are pure masterpieces of watchmaking, and the Patek Philippe Skyoon Torbjon 6002R is one of the most breathtaking examples. At first glance, the watch already feels like something you would expect to see in a museum. The rose gold case is entirely hand-engraved with incredibly detailed patterns, while the dial features beautiful enamel work created by master craftsmen. But the real magic appears when you realize this watch has two dials. Flip it over, and the back reveals a stunning celestial chart, showing the night sky, complete with a moon phase display and rotating star map. Inside the watch are 12 complications, including a minute repeater and a perpetual calendar. Valued at around $5 million to $6 million, this extraordinary piece shows that when Anant Ambani chooses a watch, he is not just buying luxury, he is wearing a miniature universe on his wrist. 5. Patek Philippes Grandmaster Chime 6300G. If there is one watch in Anant Ambani's collection that truly represents the absolute peak of watchmaking, it might be the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime 6300G. This isn't just a luxury watch. It is more like a mechanical masterpiece designed to show how far human craftsmanship can go. The watch features a reversible case with two completely different dials, allowing the wearer to flip it and reveal another world of complications. Inside the case beats an incredibly complex movement containing over 1,300 components and delivering 20 complications, including a minute repeater, perpetual calendar, and even an acoustic alarm that chimes the time. Creating something this complicated takes an extraordinary level of engineering and craftsmanship. Watches in this category often reach values around $8 million or more, placing them among the most prestigious timepieces ever made. For someone like Anant Ambani, wearing the Grandmaster Chime isn't just about telling time. It is about wearing one of the greatest achievements in the entire history of horology. So here's the real question. When a watch costs $5 million or even $8 million, like the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime 6300G, is it still a watch or just a flex? Because when Anant Ambani wears something like this, it almost feels unreal. So tell me in the comments, would you actually wear a watch this expensive, or is it just too much? And don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable luxury collections.